Hello, everybody, and today I'm reviewing another Neve Campbell movie. I'm kind of in a tangent at this point, since all my reviews have just been movies with her in it. But anyway, we're reviewing The Craft. So this is I guess you can say a horror movie. It is, but it's about these three witches recruit a new girl who has just moved into town, and once the new girl finds out who these two girls are, it becomes a lot more sinister. When she finds out, they like to do witchcraft, and it starts to affect their friend group. So this came out in '96, the same year as when Scream came out. So that's something. So this movie's probably at least 25 years old, but hey, it still is a good movie in my opinion. So The Craft was definitely what I like about it. It's the high school aspect. Like, you feel the drama between these characters. Like, it's all jealousy, friendships getting torn apart, and that's the point. All because they first want to use their witchcraft against others, but then it starts to take a turn at all each other, and then maybe it all, I don't know, it doesn't work out for any of them because they are all think they're friends, but they're really not, because they all just turn on the girl Sarah, who's our main character. I thought she is an okay protagonist. I mean, I feel she's this girl who got into the wrong crowd, and so far almost everyone in this high school is just not really a good person. For example, we meet Skeet Ulrich's character, Chris. It seems like Skeet Ulrich is always playing the villain. I was honestly surprised when I saw him in this movie. Like, I don't know. I only remember him from the Scream movies, and I heard he's in Riverdale, but yeah, he's in The Craft, and he first starts off as this kind of suspicious, maybe nice guy, but then you find out that he's a dick. For sure, which is shown later in the movie. But what these girls do is that we've shown that what their high school life is like and what each of their problems are. For example, Neve Campbell's character, Bonnie, her character has this condition where her skin is like bleeding and it's all rubbed on her back, and she has to go through medical procedures that's very painful for her. The girl, I'm going to look up the cast for a second. Nancy Downs. Okay. So Nancy Downs is her character. I think she's like the leader of these witches. And her problem is that she deals with her alcoholic stepdad, and she just doesn't know how to get out of it. Sarah, she's just trying to fit in and try to figure herself out in this new high school. As for the other girl, I'm sorry, I'm not good at names. You already know that. Richella. Crap. My bad. Her character, she deals with, I think she's trying to swim, but, like, everyone just makes fun of her whenever she does it. And so, as these girls are doing more witchcraft, bad things start to happen as they go to various places with barely any people. They take bus trips, and then they do, like, these creepy rituals. They even this one ritual where they try to float someone, like, using, like, the tips of their fingers. And they place, basically, a curse on anyone that pisses them off. Like, Skeet Ulrich's character, to make him his servant. But then, as the relationships aren't going well, Sarah is starting to see how they truly are. Not really the best people. Well, not at all. And they're saying Bonnie's, like, narcissistic. The Nancy is, like, I don't know, she is, like, definitely the leader, like I said, and she definitely has a master plan against Sarah. And so, as this is going on, things start to take a turn. Well, we first get this high where, like, Nancy actually causes her stepdad to die. She casts a spell to cause him to have, like, a heart attack, and then he dies. And then because he died, Nancy and her mom got his fortune and they become rich, sort of. And they live in this condo, I'm pretty sure. And they're just hanging out, having a good time. But then creepier things start to happen when, like, as Sarah is going through this, she starts to have nightmares of these witches at the middle of the night. Like, this scene's actually terrifying. We see the witches, like, literally come through the window, and they start to devour all over her. Like, honestly, if I had a dream like that would be terrifying. But then, they start to betray her, and then I think the finale takes place at their one house, and we see that the witches start to float, and Sarah does her best to try to get away from these witches, and they just keep following her until she decides to use the spells they have against themselves. And I think the one, Nancy, she's the one that's defeated. She's the last one standing. And Bonnie and Regila, they start to look through a mirror and they start to see the witch's powers, I guess, are wearing off. But as this is going on, we do get this very gross scene. It actually made me gag. We get a bunch of scenes where we get a bunch of bugs, just snakes all over the toilets, bathroom floors, walls. It's very stuff. So if you hate bugs, you're probably gonna puke if you watch this. But anyway, after Sarah defeats the witches, Nancy is starting to have hallucinations about this whole witch stuff, and it causes her to get sent to an asylum, and yeah, that's the end of her character. And as for Bonnie and Reggie, they walk up to Sarah and they apologize for everything that went down in this movie. Basically everything. They're like, we're sorry. But Sarah is not really having it. She uses her powers to knock a tree down near them to warn them to basically don't mess with me. And then that's the movie. And as for Skeet Ulrich's character, he tries to do inappropriate things. He's being a creep towards Sarah. Well, not the actor, just the character. You know what I mean. He tries to assault Sarah, but she gets away, thank goodness. And he tries to be friends with these girls. He's like saying he hasn't loved anything since his mom and a puppy he had. We see how sinister this character is. But he's killed off after he's tricked into making out with Sarah, but it's revealed to be Nancy, and then she literally throws him out the window. It's nuts. But that's The Craft. It was definitely a wicked movie for me. Yeah, the high school aspect is what made it interesting for me, even though it was like a Catholic school. But I honestly watched this movie only because of Neve Campbell. She's like a celebrity crush for me. So I'd give The Craft, why not a 7 out of 10? So have you seen The Craft? And for the next review, I thought about doing Scooby-Doo and those Scooby-Doo movies, but I just didn't make the time or find a movie to watch them, since I've only have the two, which is Ghost and Zombie Island. But anyway, maybe next year I'll try to find the movie. But I think I'm going to try to review Halloween, one of them, for sure. It might be the new one or the 70s one, but anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.